Let me ask you a question. Do you feel like the amount of money that you are trading with does not allow you to trade less? It forces you to trade more because you feel as if you need to take more trades, take more shots, and the more shots you take, the better your chances of making more money as long as you have a profitable system and strategy. I felt that exact same way for a very long period of time. I call it trading in between because you almost feel like trading less, and maybe that's from a swing trade perspective, 1, 3, 5 trades per month, or a day trade perspective, maybe 1 trade per day. Some days you don't trade, some days you do trade, maybe twice. Trading in that range feels like you're not doing enough, feels like you're not putting enough effort in, and based off your current trade sizing, won't be able to make you substantial money or enough money to be meaningful in your own life. So you fall into this trap that you have to trade more. And on top of that, when you trade less, you feel lazy, so you end up trading more. So all roads lead back to trading more. We're not satisfied with the P&L, and we feel lazy. This is perfectly documented in my own trading. For example, the month of May, I was busy. I ran a 50-mile, ended up being 60-mile ultramarathon in the woods of North Georgia, and I was training for that, going into that. I had the race, and then I took some time off, and so I was not thinking about trading. Yet, it was my best trading month, execution-wise. I don't know about P&L-wise. It was up there, though, in 2024. Funny, because I almost felt like I could give a shit less about trading. I had other things, other priorities that I was kind of working for, and I trained for this race for a long time, and I was just worried about other things that were not trading. Fast forward to June, the month right after, I felt like, okay, if that was my May, I feel like I didn't do anything. I didn't put a great effort in. I felt like that because I traded less. What if I traded more? The strategy clearly works. What if I traded more and I pushed the gas a little bit? Give us a little bit more. I had the worst month, execution-wise, psychology-wise, and potentially P&L-wise. It's maybe a close call there, but roughly P&L-wise as well, of 2024. It's funny how that works. You see, this trading in between thing got me thinking, and it took me, a few months, and more than a few months after now to realize it, understand it, and then get a feel for what we can actually do about it and what I'm doing about it. So I figured I'd share that with you in this video. But before we get into the solution, I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, Iron Beam.
Welcome to Iron Beam, the future of futures trading. With our cutting-edge chart trading feature and 300+ indicators, you can now trade directly off the chart anytime, anywhere. Delivering seamless trading across all platforms, the Iron Beam journey is supported by 24-hour trader support, low day trade margins, and no account minimums. Iron Beam brings the future into the present. Join now and augment your trading experience.
Okay, so we can boil things down, I think, simply to start, to we care too much about the money, and we should care less about the money. Easier said than done. Everyone has a different situation. You might live in your parents' basement and you're saving money. You might be in college. You might have a wife, 3 kids, cars, insurance, a lot of stuff to pay for, right? So your approach to the market might be different than somebody else who can be like, hey, yeah, man, $100 a day sounds great. Again, I hate, if you watch past videos, I hate daily goals, but average it out. If I can make an extra couple $1,000s a month, that could be great, for example, right? Versus somebody who has more responsibilities and things in their life that might not be enough. So you can see where that becomes challenging, especially from a trading perspective. If you're not using a prop firm, because of the negatives that there are with those, and the problems and just the loops you have to jump through, and you are using your own money, you might tie up a lot of capital to be able to trade to a size that allows you to make enough money for you to be able to pay bills and make dents in your day-to-day life, or do what you want with the money, the financial freedom that you want. So you find yourself between a rock and a hard place of like, I want to do more, I want to trade more, I want to make more money, yet deep down, you actually know that trading less will get you there, but you just haven't realized it and you haven't been able to put it all together. When you are able to submit to the market, let the market do what it's going to do, You come into the market and you do what you do per your strategy when the strategy presents, when the setup presents itself. And you understand that this process of trading less is going to make you more money in the long run. It becomes a lot easier. I promise you, if you were to submit to this process, not care about the dollars and cents for right now, and went 6 months to a year of trading less and not trying to do too much and allowing yourself to feel lazy from a I'm not trading all the time perspective, it will get you exponentially further to what you want than if you were to trade more and fight and force and try to battle the market just to make more money. The money will come to you when you operate the strategy and you trade the strategy, when you manage your risk, when you have a good grasp on your psychology, and it won't come to you when you're fighting to get more of it. And it might not be super clear to see that, but use me as an example. If I was to continue to operate like I did in the month of May, and of course you're going to have hiccups along the way, that's part of the game, but if I was to continue to operate like that, maybe I didn't make as much money as I would have hoped to make or I would like to make from my trading in that month, but I string 3, 6, 9 months like that in a year, have a couple down months, which is totally fine, that's part of the game. String that together for a year, size up a little bit more the next year, size up a bit more. Now you're exponentially climbing the ladder and you're getting there so much faster than the situation where you have a good month and then you give most of it back. Have a good month, give most of it back. I'm inching up, and most people probably won't be able to do that. Most people end up having a good month, give it all back or more. Have a good couple months, give it all back and more. And you don't go anywhere. You actually go backwards. You don't go forwards. So I'm saying you're going to get there exponentially faster when you submit to the process, trade less if your data is telling you that that's making you more money, and allowing yourself to feel lazy. It's not like you're always going to have to feel like you need to be doing something all the time. That's okay, as long as you are following your process, understanding your trading data, and taking it one step at a time. Hope it was helpful. Thanks so much for watching. Resources and sponsor are linked below. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.